Hey guys, it's Sanem and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. So today I'm going to be showing you guys, because it's been requested quite a lot, my current makeup favorites. Products that I've just been not only hiding for a while, but just that I've been using more recently and like for maybe a good few months, almost to a year, 2 years. Like some of these products I've been absolutely loving in my routine. So as you guys know, I have been gone from YouTube for almost 2 years and I'm back now. So I wanted to show you guys what I've been loving, what I've been using in those 2 years, and a lot of you guys have requested that. So without further ado, we're just gonna jump straight into it. I'm gonna first start off with the Refy lip gloss. I absolutely have been loving this. I only have one shade and this one is in the shade Blush, but I love the applicator and I love the formula. It isn't a very pigmented gloss, but it's pigmented enough to give a little bit of a tint. So this is called the Tinted lip gloss from Refy. This is what it looks like. The applicator is metal and it is this like really beautiful blush pink gloss. It is so nice. Actually, it is quite pigmented, to be honest. I mean, look at that. So yeah, I have been absolutely loving wearing this just on top of nude lipsticks by itself. It's not sticky whatsoever, and again, it gives like this nice pinkish blush shade to the lips, and I've just been absolutely loving it. I do want to get more shades, but this one really caught my eye, the blush one. Not only have I been loving that gloss, but I've also been loving the Morphe lip glosses. So these are honestly probably the best glosses you could ever try for yourself. They're not sticky whatsoever. It's almost like this oil finish or like formula. There's two finishes. There's a glazed finish, which is more of a sheerer color, and then there is Drenched, which is like full pigment lip gloss. So I love the one in Wet Peach, which is the Drenched one. So it gives you a really like pigmented color. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. They have a range of shades, so you don't have to just go for these, but I just wanted to show you guys how much I've been loving these. I actually bought a backup recently. This is called Polished Peach, and this one you can see here is a more like sheerer finish, but still gives you some pigment, and it's a beautiful pale peach, which I'm gonna put a little bit on now. Yeah, look at that. So I have been honestly rotating between these two lip glosses mainly. Also from Morphe, I just feel like I've been loving Morphe lip products lately. But this is the liquid lipstick. I'm wearing it now as well underneath. Liquid or Soulmatte Velvet Lip Mousse liquid lipstick. And this one is in the shade Quick Crush. So I bought one recently again called Wifey. But Quick Crush is a more pale nude, or like nude beige. So I'm wearing that right now with the lip gloss on top. But this has been my absolute go-to for when I want a matte lip, but I want it more on the nude side instead of like an actual lipstick. Last but not least from Morphe for lip products is the Morphe lip liner. This is actually finished, so I can't even show you guys what it looks like, because I have gone through not one, not two, not three, but 4 of these lip liners, and I'm ready to go buy my 5th and 6th one. This is like my favorite lip liner in the whole world. This is the Soulmatte Lip Gel Liner, and it's in the shade Honey, and like it's completely gone, but I'm gonna see if I can get anything out of it. That's what it looks like. And you're thinking, oh, it's just a normal lip liner. No, they do not budge. They literally last such a long time, but also I love that it's not like a sharp pencil. It's a very creamy gel lip pencil, so it just curves your lips, makes them look super full, almost like fills in your lips so it looks like your lip color. Especially this shade, it's just a very neutral tone, so again, like it will just go with any lipstick. It is just the most beautiful, like contoured, natural neutral lip liner. This one is new from MAC. These are the Locked Kiss lipsticks, and these are 24-hour wear matte lipsticks. So once they're on, they do not budge, and even when you try to take it off, it leaves like a little bit of a stain. The one that I have is in the shade Teaser, and Teaser is basically a warm peachy brown, which usually isn't my kind of color. It is very warm and orange for me, but with the right eyeshadow look, because a lot of my palettes are very warm, I find that this lipstick color goes a lot of the time, like with my eyeshadow looks. So I've been loving this with a darker lip liner, with my Morphe Honey lip liner, with any gloss on top. And yeah, I need to get more colors. So you can see like it leaves a little bit of a stain. Moving on to eyeshadow palettes, my go-to has mainly been two palettes, and that is, one is drugstore and one is a high-end one. I believe I've shown these maybe in a video before, but I just literally can't stop using them. So the main one literally that I use every single day, I'm not joking, is the Morphe Midnight Dune eyeshadow palette. And the reason is, you guys, I just love mainly for the matte shades. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't really use these shimmers, to be honest. Like even that I haven't even touched, but I mainly use it for the matte shades. So I will do any shimmer, whether it's a single or from another palette. But then when it comes to doing my transition, my eyeliner, to deepen up anything, I always opt for this palette. I don't know why. I just feel like it's got the most perfect deep browns for me. And then it has this black, and then it has a transition shade, and then it has a nude matte shade. It is just the best palette for like a matte look, to be honest. I mean, the shimmers are really nice as well, but again, I use it mainly every single day, and I really mean every single day. I will have to do like an updated makeup routine and you guys will see how I use it. But I always use these two browns right here. Another one that I've been loving, very pricey, but my go-to as well, has been the Patrick Tar Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. Just the original one, the first one that he ever came out with. If this is not busted, I don't know what is. I mean, that just shows you how much I've been loving it. The mirror's dirty, everything is just dirty. I've been using this. Look, I've even almost hit pan on this one. Like, sorry for blinding you, I have just been loving this palette. I don't really use these mattes, so again, I mainly use all of the shimmers, and then I'll go into the Morphe palette to like deepen it up, because I just find that these are a little bit too orange for me. So I always use the Morphe palette for the matte shades. And then this right here, the two creams, you can see I have been like using a lot. I've dug into it so many times, especially this dark one right here. When I do my eyeliner, like my winged liner, again, I'll do a updated makeup routine, but I always go into this deep brown for when I don't want to do a black liner. I just literally take a little brush like this, and then I'll go into this cream, and then I'll do a brown winged liner, and it is the most perfect brown shade. So I've been loving that so much. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how much I've been using that, because honestly, it is the best. Best drugstore concealer ever. This reminds me of my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and it is the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer. I am almost finished with this. This one is in the shade Medium Vanilla. It is just the best concealer ever. It is so creamy and hydrating, but also the perfect coverage. It's not super full where it looks cakey, but the formula just makes it like so blendable, and it just covers everything pretty much. So it comes with a pump as well, which I absolutely love concealers that come with a pump. I don't know why. So that's why it reminds me of my MAC Pro Longwear concealer, because that one also comes in a pump. And again, it is a serum concealer, so it has that like hydrating benefit to it. But I'm going to show you guys, like, for example, I'm just going to put a little pump. It is just the most creamiest full or medium to full coverage concealer, and it just gives like this a little bit of a sheen, not so matte, not so glowy. It is just honestly, and I love this shade as well. Medium Vanilla is like the most perfect shade for under my eyes for like concealing. It is just the most perfect formula. I will forever buy this concealer. It is my absolute favorite. This and the Tarte Shape Tape are like my two favorite concealers ever. So yes, moving on to foundation. Sorry, this is a little bit backwards, but in no order. My favorite foundation has been the Makeup by Mario SurrealSkin foundation. Now the shade is a little bit too pink for me. I need to find like a warmer one, but then again, I feel like his shade range isn't that great. I'm gonna be honest, because if I go a little bit more yellow toned, it then goes too dark, but then if I go lighter, it's too pink. So I picked up the shade 2N, and I've been using this honestly non-stop for about a year, I want to say, and I'm still using it to this day. I absolutely love it. It is a very luminous foundation. Not very, but like it gives a luminous finish. And it's a hydrating foundation, so again, perfect for my dry skin. It's very, very, very beautiful on the skin. It looks like skin, but gives enough coverage. I would say it is like medium to full coverage. And again, it's in 2N. It's honestly been like my go-to. I'm almost probably running out, as you can see. And I've just been using it all the time. Yeah, such a great foundation if you're looking for something that's not too heavy as well, but will just basically make your skin look beautiful and even. My primer, and I say primer because technically I haven't really found a primer that I've been loving. If you guys know any good primers, please list them down below. There is only one that I really like, and it's from Fenty. But this I have been using, and I'm actually finished. It's like this bottle's empty because I've been using it that much. It is the Clinique Superdefense City Block SPF 50. So technically this is an SPF 50, but I use it mainly as like my primer or like my base before my foundation, because not only does it give me SPF 50 when walking out of the house, but it gives like this yellow tint. I'm gonna show you. Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it gives a beautiful, okay, you can see it, like glass-like glow without any shimmer. Can you see that? How it just, oh my gosh, it is literally like a glass wet finish. So this underneath my makeup literally not only looks beautiful, but it sits beautifully on the skin because it's very moisturizing. It feels slightly oily, just ever so slightly. 100% fragrance free. It hasn't irritated my skin, and again, it's giving me SPF underneath my foundation, but because it's so lightweight and glowy, it's almost acting like my primer under any foundation that I've been using, and I've been absolutely loving it. And I've probably got like that much left, I'm not joking, so I need to get a new one. Speaking of sunscreen, I did mention this in my drugstore haul because I picked up a backup. This one's also literally finished. I've got like that much left, and I have been using this almost every day. My camera cut off, so I don't know where I was, but I was basically saying this is the SPF 30 setting spray from Morphe, and it is just the best. So this one doesn't actually make my makeup last long, but the reason I love it is because it adds SPF throughout the day. So when SPF does fade, this will add it back in, but instead of like reapplying your SPF moisturizer, you can apply it back with a setting spray, which is so genius. And I feel like a lot of makeup brands haven't really done that, so I absolutely love this one. It does smell a little bit like sunscreen, but the main reason I love it as well is because it gives a glow. It just melts the powder together, adds a beautiful glow, but also adds the SPF back into your makeup, UVB and UVA protected. And again, like I said, it just melts the makeup together and adds this like beautiful sheen to the skin. One of my favorite highlighters that I have been using recently has been from MAC. I went back to this one. I've been using Whisper of Guilt, which is more of a gold highlight, which I actually need to buy a new one. But I've been reaching for Double Gleam because my Whisper of Guilt did break and I literally can't use it now. So I've been opting for Double Gleam, which is quite a bright highlighter, I'll be honest, as you can see. It's like a light gold with silver pearl, I believe. So you can see it's a little bit like silverish, whitish, goldish. It's hard to describe it. And it is a little bit bright and blinding, but that's why I love it, because when I use it lightly on the cheeks and especially down the bridge of my nose, I absolutely love it. I can test it right now because I don't have highlighter, show you guys what I mean. But down the bridge of my nose and also like as an inner corner highlight, I have been absolutely loving even like the brow bone highlight. So it has just been my go-to for that. Can you see that? Like, it's the most perfect shade without it being too gold or too pink like some highlighters can be. And again, I'm not wearing highlighter. I feel like that Morphe spray just made my skin a little bit more glowy as well. And that's what it looks like, exactly like how you see it. Also from MAC, I've actually been using my very old but very much loved Mineralize blush. And this one is in the shade Warm Soul. This has been with me for such a long time, and I still to this day have been using it. The reason why I love this so much is because it is the most perfect neutral blush. So whatever eye look I go for, I'm guaranteed that this blush is going to go with anything. And also it has a little bit of a sheen. It has like this gold shimmer ever so slightly. So as you can see, it's just like a very, almost like, it looks like nothing. And look, literally you can't even see it. It's so neutral. almost doesn't have that much pigment, but once it goes on the cheeks, it adds the slightest little bit of color. So again, I've been absolutely loving that on days pretty much like where I just don't want a pink blush or a peach blush or a whatever blush. Like what I have today is a little bit stronger. I love this so much. And it's just when I can't decide what blush, I always opt for this one. One of my favorite eyeliners is the Rimmel Wonder Ink eyeliner. I have gone through so many eyeliners. I'm such an eyeliner girl throughout like the 2 years, but I always come back to this and I use this every single day. So this is the Rimmel Wonder Ink eyeliner. I swear this does not budge, and the main reason why I love it is because of the brush as well. So it just, I don't know, it just makes doing eyeliner so easy. And I've tried again other eyeliners where the brush kind of like splits, whereas this one, it always keeps its shape. I swear by this eyeliner. So I'll leave it linked down below. It's literally like £6 or like $8. And it's also extreme wear waterproof eyeliner. I am telling you, it does not budge. It is the best eyeliner ever. I swear by this eyeliner. I will literally buy 10 of these. Last but not least are these two makeup favorites. So one of them is actually discontinued now. And so I don't know why I'm showing it, because it is discontinued, but it is my favorite bronzer all the time, so, and like every day. So this is the Sephora matte bronzer. They do have an alternative. I will leave it linked down below. As you can see, I have used it and loved it so much. It is in the shade Sicily #1. This is so busted. Like you can't even see, but there's almost a dent in it. Like any more and it's gonna start hitting pan. It's super matte, super silky and smooth, but I love the shade because it is not too like orange like a lot of bronzers are. It is just the most neutral, but still gives you a bronzed look, like neutral shade bronzer. So yes, I've been absolutely loving this. Again, I'll have an alternative listed down below because I don't think they make this one, or they've repackaged it and then named them different names. So it's not called Sicily anymore and the packaging is different, but it's still the Sephora matte bronzer. So I will leave it down below and you guys can check it out and see what I mean. And then last but not least for my makeup favorites has been the One Size Beauty foundation powder. So when I do wear foundation, no matter what foundation it is or skin tint or whatever, I always put this as my main face powder all over. I still use my MAC Studio Fix powder. I always use that, trust me. But again, I didn't want to show you guys things that you always see. So instead of the MAC one, as you can see how busted, look how loved that has been. Like, I have used it like no other. Again, you can't really see it, but it's about to hit pan. Like, it's so dented. Maybe you can't see that, but yeah, the shade is okay. It's in the shade Fair Free N. I feel like I could have got mine a little bit more yellow because when I put it on the skin, for some reason it looks a little bit more pink again. But it is just one of the best smooth full coverage foundation powders. So you can use it as a foundation powder, but I mainly use it as my setting powder on top of foundation. And I've just been absolutely loving it. So if I'm again not using the MAC Studio Fix foundation powder, I'm using the One Size Turn Up the Base foundation powder. I don't know, I've just been gatekeeping these products for a while, and yeah, now you guys know what I've been loving and using every single day or every other day. I can definitely do like an updated makeup routine if that's something you guys want to see. And of course I'll be using mainly these products because it is what I'm using. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your makeup favorites have been recently or lately, what you've been using all the time. I definitely need new recommendations because I'm always going makeup shopping and I just need new makeup. Since I've been gone for so long, I just need to shop for new makeup. So let me know what your makeup favorites have been, or if any of these are also your favorites. And I think that is it from me. So give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Definitely subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you guys all in my next video.